Hey everyone, welcome. This is Rainbow Tarot UK here. It's lovely to have you here. Big warm welcome if you're new, and if you're a returning subscriber or viewer, then a massive thanks for all your love and support that you've shown the channel. Thank you so much for that. So today, in our pick a card reading today, we are doing, how did they feel the last time they saw you? And as usual, we've got our three piles. So we've got pile number one, which is the Six of Wands here. Six of Wands, that is pile number one, with the beautiful tiger's eye here. And then we have pile number two, which is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful Ace of Cups here. And that is with the green aventurine. Okay. And then we have pile number three, which is the Ten of Swords. So pile number three is the Ten of Swords with the white howlite here. So there you go. Those are the three piles. As I always say, take a moment, choose the one that is calling to you. That's where we've got your messages. There might be more than one pile, which is fine. Remember, it is a general reading, so just take what resonates and never take a message that doesn't feel right to you or your situation. And it's timeless, so it's good for whenever you're finding it. But otherwise, I'll see you in your reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number one, and welcome back to your reading. So today's pick a card reading is how they felt the last time they saw you, and you came into the reading under this card, which is the Six of Wands. Okay, sometimes we refer to this card as a card of victory, success, recognition. So let's put that there, plus the tiger's eye. Beautiful tiger's eye. Okay, I've got a couple of other oracle cards. Let's have a look at those to see what you've got. So you've got Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Leap. All right. The Dissolving Light. It's a beautiful card, actually. Card number three. The Dissolving Light. And then you've also got Adjustments Are Required, Third Quarter Moon. Right, okay. So I might just put that down there, actually. Actually, no, I won't. I'll put it here so you can see it. I think the last time they saw you, I mean, we've got the Six of Wands, which is your main card, which is all about recognition and sort of being seen somehow. And also it's about, I mean, this crow is clearly above all the other crows. Maybe the last time they saw you with the Six of Wands, it's usually quite a positive card. They felt quite positive. They felt there could be victory in this situation, that there could be a winning. It could win. The situation could win, or the relationship could be victorious. It could be, maybe they wanted to be seen more by you though, or recognised more by you. Maybe they wanted to be the winner. I don't know what's going to come out in this situation. So maybe they wanted to be victorious. Maybe they wanted to be on top in some way. But with the Leap, that reminds me of the Fool card. You go first, the universe will catch you. So the Fool is all about a new beginning, taking a leap of faith, doing something that might be a bit of a risk. But here it says the universe will catch you. So I feel the last time they saw you, they felt quite hopeful. They felt quite positive. Maybe they wanted to have a beginning with you, or a new beginning with you. But we also have these two cards, which is Adjustments Are Required and the Dissolving Light. So maybe for some of you, they were trying to, or they felt they wanted to bring hope back into the situation, depending on where you are in this situation with the dissolving light, and adjustments are required. Maybe they felt there were some tweaks that needed, or something that needed to be done to elevate the situation, to rise it up, to make it more positive, to make it more victorious in some way. And they realised that there needs to be some changes, because possibly maybe it was going through a difficult time with the dissolving light, or it was the light of it was going out. But I think overall they felt that it could be resolved, it could be made better, it could rise up, it could start again, or you could have a beginning with this person. Even if maybe someone felt a little bit, a lack of hope, or a lack of maybe a lack of feeling that this situation could move forward. I think this person was feeling, well, actually we can move this forward, we can begin this situation, or we can begin this situation again. It can be good again, it can be great again, but we need to make a few adjustments. I mean, the third quarter moon is really all about re-evaluating, trusting, balancing things out, and this is all about trust as well. So maybe this person was thinking, well, yeah, I can trust this situation, I want to trust this situation again, or something like that, the last time they saw you. But anyway, let's see, that doesn't resonate with you, it might be another pile, but let's get some tarot out and see, how did pile number one's person feel? There's definitely something about revival here, or renewal, or wanting to counteract something that might have been reducing with the dissolving light here, or the light of the situation might have been going out and they wanted to reignite it, but they know they need to do it, or they felt that they were needing to do it with changes. There needed to be some change. Eight of Swords. How did they feel? Yeah, that is a sense of stuckness. So maybe they wanted to move the situation forward, or they felt the situation needed to come out of a sense of stuckness, really. What have we got here? Five of Cups. You might be in separation from this person. How did your person feel the last time they saw pile number one? How did pile number one's person feel the last time they saw pile number one? I'm just going to take those two, actually. I'm going to take three. Let's see what we've got here. We've got the Ace of Cups and the Star. Right, so yeah, let me have a look here. What have we got at the bottom? And we've got the Ten of Cups. Yeah, this makes me feel that the last time that they saw you, that there was a lot of sadness with the Eight of Swords, a sense of being stuck, and the Five of Cups was a sense of disappointment, a sense of loss. This person is looking in the cabinet and looking at all their memories, all the photographs here. So I felt there was a great deal of sadness when they saw you last. Maybe a lot of remembering, maybe a lot of regret, something like that. We've got this little kind of, looks like a kind of ghostly figure here, almost like the spirit guides maybe of this person trying to comfort them. So maybe they felt, yeah, very sort of unhappy, very lost, very stuck, very enclosed, but equally like they wanted to have a new beginning with the Ace of Cups, because we've got the Ace of Cups here. They wanted to have this new beginning with you. They wanted to kind of be with you, really, and have this new start with you. The Star is like wishing on a star. So I feel like there was something about, they wanted the situation to be victorious again. Maybe it was in separation, or maybe you were actually separating at that time. Maybe you were splitting up. Maybe there was a sense of sadness, but they were feeling that they wanted to take a leap of faith with it again, that they wanted to take a new situation, they wanted to have a new situation with you again. They wanted to, maybe it was a bit of a risk, but they wanted to come out of this sort of stuckness, if the situation had got itself stuck, and have a fresh new beginning. The Star is like wishing on a star, maybe healing as well. So maybe they were feeling that we just need to heal this situation, we just need to be victorious again, we need to make some adjustments, and we can have this brand new beginning in love again, because the overarching energy is the Ten of Cups, which is this excess of happiness, this excess of love, this excess of feeling great emotionally. So maybe this person was thinking and feeling, we could have this again. We are, maybe you were married or committed to this person, because this shows a marriage. And they were thinking, well, we can have this new beginning, or we can have this new start again, where we feel like we did, at the beginning, where we feel completely connected, emotionally happy, something like that. I mean, the other way of reading this is that they were in a mixed, they felt mixed. They felt that they had to let the situation go and begin again, but that was causing them a lot of heartache and a lot of worry, and a lot of concern, and there was a lot of memories and a lot of regrets, maybe. Something like that. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. We do have, let's see if we've got some message cards here. So how did pile number one's person feel the last time they saw pile number one, please? How did they feel the last time they saw pile number one? How did they feel? Friendship, Successful couples are good friends. Yeah, it goes with the sort of whole idea of them, and this adjustment is required. I feel like that your person wants to build the situation up again. Maybe they want to build a firmer friendship base. You know, if it was stuck or there were problems before, or there was some heartache or some upset, maybe they're thinking, well, we need to build, and that might be the adjustment. You know, we need to work on our friendship. We need to work on the core of our relationship, you know, because a relationship works, doesn't it? Much better when you have a firm foundation of friendship. You know, because after all the kind of passion and the lust and the attraction kind of wears off a little bit, you have to fall back on your friendship base, you know, the things that you have in common, the things that you can do together, you know, the fact that you like spending time together. So I feel like this person was feeling, look, we need to work on our relationship, we need to have a firmer foundation, make some adjustments, and prevent ourselves from losing this connection. I think that's how they were feeling. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. Let's see our other tarot deck. So let's see. How was pile number one's person feeling the last time they saw pile number one? How are they feeling? The last time they saw pile number one, I've got here, which is the Eight of Wands. The Two of Pentacles. How were they feeling the last time they saw pile number one? Queen of Wands. And the Ace of Swords. And the overarching energy is the Ten of Swords. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Swords. It could be, because with this Ten of Swords as well, it's interesting with this Ten of Swords, because the Ten of Swords, funnily enough, and the Ten of Swords is, I think, the main card for pile number three. So if you feel drawn to, you know, go to pile number three, then you might want to do that. But the Ten of Swords, in the Ten of Swords normally in most depictions, you have someone lying on the ground with 10 swords in their back. But with this Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords can literally mean the end of a tough cycle, but with the promise of a brand new cycle beginning. Now, I feel that in this particular depiction, the person has already risen up. You know, they are already beginning that new cycle. So it makes me feel that the overarching energy, and it goes with this take a leap of faith, and the victory card that you've got to begin with, that this person wants the end of that tough cycle with you, if you've gone through a tough cycle. And I feel like almost most of you are in separation, or maybe not in contact, or you're going through some tricky times with this person, but they want that tough cycle to end, because it comes right under the Ten of Cups, so that it can become the Ten of Cups again, so that you can have renewed faith in the situation. The Eight of Wands, I felt like if you were in separation from them, or if you were moving apart from them the last time you saw them, then they didn't want that. They wanted to move, you know, they wanted to move towards you, actually. They didn't actually want to move away from you. The Two of Pentacles, maybe there was some, you know, a need maybe for them feeling like we need to balance this situation out. Almost like this situation is kind of out of, maybe they felt this situation was out of their control, that they didn't have much control over what was happening the last time they saw you. And it lacked, in their mind, it kind of lacked balance, really. Because there's underneath this Five of Cups, there's a lot of loss and feelings of regret and unhappiness. It almost makes me feel like maybe they felt it was this, you know, whatever was happening, they didn't have much control over. But I mean, the Ace of Cups, you've got the Queen of Wands underneath the Ace of Cups. So this brand new beginning in love, it's this Queen of Wands, which just means that they see you in this kind of very attractive way. I feel like they see you still very as somebody who's very attractive, somebody that they feel a lot of chemistry with. A strong sense of chemistry and attraction. Maybe somebody who's very popular with all these lights around you. And again, I feel like with the dissolving light, it's interesting here, because although this says the dissolving light, this card is very bright. So I think this person, although the situation maybe might have been dissolving or splitting up, or there might have been problems in the situation, I feel like the light for this person was still very much there. Because this Queen of Wands is holding the light. You might literally be a sense of hope and light for this person, like a beacon almost. somebody that they're wishing for. I feel like they want to be back with you and that they're wishing for you. Now, the Ace of Swords, again, is aces are, you've got the Ace of Cups, you've got the Ace of Swords, which is like a brand new beginning. But a brand new beginning, they might actually be thinking very hard about maybe how to take action if you're not with this person. Because Ace of Swords is all about ideas and thoughts. And I feel like this person is trying to come up with plans or an idea. And also to be, maybe to have some honesty in the connection. If there wasn't any honesty in the connection, then Swords is all about truth and about honesty. But I feel like for them, yeah, they definitely, maybe they felt like things were just sort of careering out of their control in some way, not going the way they want them to, somehow not having much control in the situation. And they wanted to gain, with the Ace of Swords here, they felt like they wanted to gain more clarity, more control, more mastery, really, of what was actually happening. So if you were in separation from them, or the last time you met them you were splitting up, I feel like they didn't really want that to happen. What else have we got here? In terms of astrological signs, I mean, the Eight of Swords, that is Gemini energy. Two of Pentacles is Capricorn. Queen of Wands could be any of the fire signs of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Eight of Swords, that is Gemini again. I think I might have said, sorry, the Eight of Wands is, actually, did I say that was Sagittarius? I think I did. Five of Cups is Taurus. Ace of Cups could be any of the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And the Star is Aquarius energy. So it definitely makes me feel this person wants the situation to rise up. We've got a lot of taking a leap of faith, right? Something that's already risen, the Ten of Cups situation. But they know that there needs to be changes. Maybe with the Ace of Swords here, that you need to think things through better. You need to come up with a better plan about how the situation is going to, you know, be better maybe in the future, or improve in some way. How you're going to master the situation, something like that. Maybe they are also thinking we need to have more, as well as more friendship, we need to have more excitement in the connection, or we need to have, because this person is on a balloon. This girl is looking at a shooting star. Eight of Wands talks about travel. Queen of Wands, you know, there's a lot of excitement to the Queen of Wands. So maybe they were feeling we need to, some of the adjustments might be that we need to build on our friendship, and we need to bring more excitement into the situation, or we need to have new experiences or do new things together. Something like that. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. Let's have a couple of these. How did pile number one's person feel the last time they saw pile number one, please? How did they feel? You can't please everyone. Okay, you can't please everyone. Okay, so maybe they felt at the time that with the Eight of Swords and the Five of Cups, you know, that there was a lot of, maybe you were a bit dissatisfied with them, or you know, there'd been some dissatisfaction in the situation. Maybe they felt that they, you know, maybe weren't good enough for you, or something like that, or they've been trying to please you but maybe it wasn't appreciated. How did they feel the last time they saw pile number one? Something bigger is on the way. Okay, and then this last one here is share your gifts. Share your gifts. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. Let's have one more of these, and then we'll end it there. Pile number one. So how did pile number one's person feel the last time they saw pile number one? So definitely if you're in separation, I think a lot of you are, they didn't want to separate. I don't think they wanted to separate. I felt they thought maybe things were out of their control a little bit. And they wanted to maybe take a leap of faith and say, look, we can still carry on with this. We can still continue in this situation. We can build on our friendship. We can get back to being in this Ten of Cups situation. We can rise up. It might be a bit risky. There might be some adjustments that we need to do, but I want us to be victorious again. I want us to recognise our connection again, our relationship. Triangle, evaluate your emotions for a firm decision. So maybe there had been a triangle in this situation. That might have been why it brought it into separation. Ask the angels for help. And that's interesting because in this card here, I did see your spirit guide. So maybe in this situation, if you're feeling very upset in this situation, maybe it's time for you to connect in with your spirit guides, your meditation practice, to kind of get you through if it has been a tough time for you, pile number 1. Sacrifice. True love is selfless. So true love is selfless. Okay, so pile number 1, that's been your reading. I hope you liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 2, and welcome back to your reading. So today's reading we're doing, aren't we? How did they feel the last time they saw you? So you have come into this beautiful card, which is the Ace of Cups. Well, of course, the Ace of Cups is about a new beginning in love. And I almost feel like all the water overflowing here. They had an overflow of emotions. There was a lot of emotions going on for them when they saw you the last time. But I'm just noticing all this fire behind it, and I'm just wondering if this situation was, a little bit hot. There was a little bit of heat in the situation. There might have been some, there may have been a strong attraction as well with all this fire here. They may have been very attracted to you the last time they saw you. A lot of heat here. The yellow and the orange and the red, just reminding me all of that sort of like sacral chakra, which does govern sexual energy as well as creativity. And there might have been some challenges here as well with the lotus flowers at the bottom here. But I'm just felt there was a lot of emotion. It feels like it was, the background looks a little bit sort of disorganised and turbulent. So there might have been a lot of overflow of emotion, maybe some turbulence, maybe some heat, a lot of attraction. Maybe it was a little bit challenging as well, I don't know. But anyway, let's see. So you also got the green aventurine here. So what else have we got? I've also pre-shuffled some oracle cards. So let's take a look at those. You've got your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Taurus might mean something to some of you. We also have the crumbling, or what are you clinging on to? And then we have Arise, card number 13. Now 13 is the death card in tarot, which is all about rebirth and change and transformation. And the crumbling reminds me of the tower when something happens. So maybe that might be why I've seen all the turbulence here. I think they felt love for you the last time they saw you. They felt attraction for you. There was something about maybe wanting a new beginning. Maybe there's been some turmoil. Maybe there was some turmoil. So maybe it was tricky the last time you saw them. Maybe there was a lot of heightened emotion. Maybe it fell apart. Maybe it came into separation the last time you saw them. But with Arise, it almost feels like they also felt that they wanted change and transformation in some way. That they were looking for, maybe they were looking for a way of filling up their own cup in some way, if the situation was tricky or difficult. But let's get some tarot card out before we say anything else. So so there's definitely a lot of emotion. There's definitely a lot of intense emotion, I think. They felt a lot of intense emotion the last time they saw you. They might have felt a lot of sadness as well, because this Arise card has this figure holding their head. So there might have been a lot of sadness, a lot of feelings of hopelessness, but also maybe somehow thinking this situation could rise up. We just need a better plan for it. Okay, but let's see. How did pile number 2's person feel? You might be in separation from this person the last time they saw you. The Sun card. How did they feel the last time they saw you? Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. What are these two? The Six of Cups. Oh my goodness. So the last time they saw you, maybe something unexpected with this card here, the crumbling. Maybe something unexpected happened the last time they saw you. But it goes with the Ace of Cups. I mean, they felt a lot of love for you the last time they saw you. What's at the bottom of the deck? And we had the Star, 100%. I mean, it could be that this is a situation where they have to let go of something to be with you, to have a new beginning with you. That might be why you've got the crumbling, what you're clinging on to, moving on from something, having some change and transformation. Maybe you are that thing that they want to move towards, but they are having to come out of something difficult. And that might be why you've got a rise, but also that they need a practical plan. But they definitely feel love for you. I mean, you've got the Sun card, which is just such a beautiful card, isn't it? If I can get it off the table. All these beautiful flowers. I think they feel, you know, such a such warm feelings towards you. I feel like you are their hope. You've got the sun and you've got the star. The star is like wishing on a star. I feel like they think, and you also got all the stars here. So I feel like that you are a wish or a dream for them. Certainly, and they have very warm, positive feelings for you. Maybe there needs to be some healing with the Star card here. Maybe there needs to be some healing in this situation in some way. I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is a very solid card. It's a card of commitment. So I think like this person felt like they wanted to have this committed situation with you. You might have actually been in a committed situation or be in a committed situation with this person, because we've got the Six of Cups, you know, showing this, you know, the Six of Cups is a very nostalgic energy. It's an energy of a really lovely love that exists. You know, often a sort of family. You know, you've got a family here, and it's just a really beautiful energy. It's almost like a soulmate energy as well. So I think the last time they saw you is that they felt incredible happiness. They felt that you gave them a lot of warmth. That you can be somebody that they can be committed with, that they can be happy with. Somebody that they can learn from as well, with the Page of Pentacles here. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles is like a card of learning. It also a new beginnings as well. So maybe they were thinking they could have a new beginning, a tangible new beginning. So Ten of Pentacles is where you've moved from the Page of Pentacles, if you like, to the Ten of Pentacles, which is this kind of committed, stable relationship, where it's built on trust, it's built on friendship, it brings them happiness. So they had very, very, very positive feelings the last time they saw you, but it might have been on the back of something coming apart, or something being released, or something wherein they're needing to change and transform. Or maybe that, you know, you were in the process, maybe you were in the process of splitting up from them, but they were thinking, no, I don't want this. You know, we've got all this, you know, because the Six of Cups is a sense of history with someone. You know, we've got all this kind of going for us, and I don't want to be apart from you. You are what I want. You know, you are somebody that I'm wishing for, somebody that I'm hoping for, somebody that I dream about. We just need to have some healing, and maybe we need to have, maybe this is a situation that's, just for some of you, it might be a secret situation. In some way, or something that has been a secret situation, and they were thinking, no, I need to bring it out into the sunshine, I need to bring it out into the light. You know, I want to, you know, make this situation recognised. I want to value this situation in some way. But in terms of astrological signs, I mean, the Sun card is Leo energy. Ten of Pentacles, that is Virgo. The Six of Cups is Scorpio. Page of Pentacles could be any of the Earth, Virgo. And the Star is Aquarius energy. But let's have another one. Let's have one of these. Let's move this over. And let's have one of these cards to see what we've got. Okay. So certainly very positive things, but something, maybe some you know, some sense of loss as well, somehow. So how was part number two's person feeling the last time they saw part number two, please? And what do we have here? Infinity, your love is timeless. I mean, that would go with all of these cards here. They definitely, and it goes with the Six of Cups. You know, they feel that this situation is a very special. I think they feel that your relationship with them is very special. It's very, it's timeless. It's infinite. They might believe in soulmates and twin flames and all that, and they think that you are that person for them, 100%, with the Infinity card here. But anyway, let's see what else we have. Let's see what else we have for part number two. So this is looking like a lovely reading, part number two. So how did they feel the last time they saw you? But you, I mean, you might not have realised all this, because I'm just intrigued that you've got the arise and the crumbling. So maybe it either was going, when you saw them, you were splitting up from them, or it was about letting go of something else for one of you or for both of you, or and moving into this. They were thinking of, we've got all these kind of really positive, our relationship is so positive, it's so good, and I want to either renew it or I want to begin it, something like that. So how did pile number 2's, oh dear, okay, I'm not going to take those yet. Didn't feel right. How did pile number 2's person feel the last time they saw pile number 2, please? How did they feel the last time they saw pile number 2? The Queen of Wands. A lot of attraction, I think that's what I was saying. 7 of Pentacles. How did they feel the last time they saw pile number 2? Yeah, 4 of Wands. I mean, actually I might just move that there. Because that goes under the Sun. And then I feel this one. What's this one? And this is the 4 of Cups. And the overarching energy is the 3 of Swords. I feel like you might have been, there's definitely either you were going, the last time you saw them, either you were splitting up from them, there was some heartache or some loss, or for you and them to move forward, there had to be some heartache and loss, some letting go of something, some releasing of something else in order for you to be with them. So something like that. Now it could be that you were in a marriage with them because you've got the 4 of Wands underneath the 6 of Cups, and that came into separation or something like that at the time that you saw them, with the 3 of Swords being the overarching energy here. Or they see you, I mean the 4 of Wands is like a twin flame soulmate energy again, and it comes right under the 6 of Cups. They're seeing you as somebody that is definitely the one for them, somebody that they, that they want to have this new beginning in love with, or this beginning in love with, definitely. There might have been, like I said, with the 4 of Cups, somebody feeling dissatisfied, somebody not wanting. So maybe you didn't want to recognise that when you saw them last, or maybe they, at that time, as well, felt that there was maybe something that that needed to be changed in some way, that needs to be altered, something that wasn't quite right in the situation, something that was, that needed to be added to the situation in some way. That might be why you've got your dreams need a practical plan. But with the Queen of Wands coming right under the Sun, I mean, I just think they see you as so attractive. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's so attractive, so charismatic, so full of, and it's interesting because she's holding a sunflower here, and we've got all the sunflowers in this card, and I feel like you are seen by them. 100% they see you as sunshine, they see you as happiness, they see you as hope, somebody that they really recognise and value, definitely, or somebody that brings them warmth. I feel like with sunflowers, they need a lot of warmth, don't they? So I feel like this person believes and thinks that you give them and provide a lot of warmth for them. Now with the 7 of Pentacles, that is also about, I think this person was feeling that if you were, for some of you who were splitting out the last time you saw them, this person was feeling this is not the end, because the 7 of Pentacles is a card of, this is not the end. This is where I'm going to take, we're actually not going to split up. We're just taking a pause. We're just reassessing. We're just reevaluating. We're just seeing how we can make things better and then go back to the situation. But also they might have been feeling as well that there are, again, with your dreams need a practical plan. I mean, Pentacles is all about being practical, really, all about being grounded, all about being, hard-working, being focused, being, your feet firmly on the ground. So I just think maybe they were thinking, we just need a plan, really. We just need to take time to think of a plan to get this back on track, to make this happen for ourselves. So maybe it was a secret situation. They were thinking we need to have a plan in some way. Maybe they were in a committed situation. Maybe you were in a committed situation that wasn't really working, and that's why you've got the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? And so they need a plan. You need a plan to kind of move together. But I think they definitely see you as the person that they want to be with here with the Ace of Cups, that they want to have this, this new beginning with in love. But it could be that it's in separation now, or there's a sense of loss, a sense of heartache, a sense of pain really at the moment, or certainly when they saw you there was also this sense of pain. So it makes me feel like, like I was saying before, like there's all this promise of you and them, but it's on the back of maybe some pain or some heartache or some unhappiness, either because you were splitting up the time that you saw them last, but they still had all these positive feelings for you, or it's because they have to let something go, or you have to let something go. There's some sort of release that's required in order for you and them to be together, something like that, and that might hurt somebody else, and they're conscious of that. So let's see what else we've got. So how did pile number 2's person feel the last time they saw pile number 2? Expectations. Have realistic expectations. Okay. How else did they feel the last time they saw pile number 2? Compromise. Compromise is not submission. All right. So maybe if you were together and you were separating, maybe they were thinking, well, the way that we can move this forward is by being more, by re-evaluating, with the 7 of Pentacles here, re-evaluating our relationship, looking at how we can improve, and maybe that's about, having more realistic expectations of each other, and maybe compromising more. Maybe we didn't compromise much before, maybe we were at loggerheads, and now what we need to do to improve the situation is to compromise, is to have a little bit of give and take in the situation. And so maybe they were thinking all these things rather than moving apart, if that's what actually happened. Lessons. Love teaches us many lessons. Okay, how did pile number 2's person feel the last time they saw pile number 2, please? How did they feel? Last time I saw pile number 2. Happiness. Unlock the doors to happiness. Yeah, and I feel that phrase, unlock the doors, I feel like this person definitely feels that potentially you and them, if you're not together now, could definitely be happy again. It just needs some adjustments. I think what they're thinking is it just needs some adjustments. We just need to learn from our mistakes with the lessons card here. We need to be more compromising of each other. We need to, to have a plan, have a more concrete plan, because essentially, we have, with the 6 of Cups, there's maybe a lot of history between us, or we feel like there's a lot of history between us, or we feel this kind of connection that's almost like a soulmate, twin flame bond that is there between us, with the 4 of Wands coming underneath it. And I feel like if we are committed, or if we were committed, I want to hold on to that commitment and have a brand new start. Or if, we weren't committed before, I definitely feel like I want that now, with the 4 of Wands here, which can be kind of like a marriage card. But anyway, part number 2, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3, and welcome back to your reading. So today we're doing, aren't we, how they felt the last time they saw you. And you chose to come into the reading under the little white howlite here, as well as the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords. Okay, so the 10 of Swords does mean usually the ending of something, or it can be the ending of a tough cycle, but clearly we can see this crow with the 10 swords in their back. So the last time they saw you, they may have felt, they may have felt in pain, actually. They may have felt unhappy, in emotional pain, I mean. They may have felt unhappy, they may have felt it was the ending. Maybe the last time you saw them, it was the ending of the situation. Now, the 10 of Swords always has the promise, though, of a new dawn, a new beginning, because 10s rise up and become 1s, don't they, which is new start and new beginnings. But it might have been a bit chilly between you, or cold, and there might have been coldness between you, because this is quite a cold card here. So let's see what else you've got. You've also got the supermoon. Emotions are running high. It might have been very emotional the last time, or they might have felt a lot of intense emotions. the last time they saw you, because that can be the supermoon, where the emotions are running high. But the supermoon can often be a card, interestingly, and it comes with the Ten of Swords though, a card of, good luck. It can be a very auspicious card. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. So you've got Blood Angel, and I feel like I feel like there was a lot of pain. I think they felt a lot of pain the last time they saw you. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. So it might have been the last time you saw each other was when you came into separation, or you decided to separate, or you decided to retreat, or you decided to, and it was a emotional time. It felt very emotional to your person. Maybe they felt stabbed in the back a little bit, or they felt betrayed or wounded in some way, and they needed to rest. They were thinking, I need to retreat from this situation. I need to rest. I need comfort in some way. With the Blood Angel, it just makes me feel like, with the word blood, that there was a lot of pain for them, and maybe they needed to have some healing, or maybe they were thinking, I need some healing in this situation, something like that. Obviously, Ten of Swords, that is Gemini energy, so Gemini might mean something to you. They may need some spiritual replenishment, because the Blood Angel is card number 7. And 7s is all about, and it is interesting because that's all about introspection. It's about, contemplating, meditation, being in solitude, being in separation. So they might have felt they needed time to replenish, to look after themselves, something like that. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. So how did pile number 3's person feel the last time they saw pile number 3, please? How did they feel the last time they saw pile number 3? The Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor. How did they feel the last time they saw the Six of Swords? And then the Two of Swords. Yeah, I mean, I'm almost certain that when you last saw them, the Chariot, you might have been separating or walking away or moving away, because you've got 2 cards here. I mean, the Six of Swords is about walking away from, or Six of Swords can be about moving away from a difficult situation. It clearly shows this young woman and her child moving away from, and you've got the icicles above this situation, what look like little icicles, don't they? So maybe it was a cold situation, and they felt that they had to move, or the situation has come to end, and the best way was to, move away from the situation, to retreat, to replenish. But they were, with the Two of Swords here, they felt conflicted. I think they also felt a bit conflicted, because clearly this poor little girl is, conflicted between what looked like 2 adult hands, maybe 2 parents, and she's thinking, this is mummy's hand, this is daddy's hand, or whatever, and I'm in conflict, really, because this situation has come into separation. So she's feeling it as a small child. She's feeling that sense of being torn between her 2 parents. So maybe this person felt torn as well in this situation. They weren't, with the Two of Swords, they weren't happy, but they maybe thought that they had to move away from it. Now, this Knight of Pentacles, I mean, this person again, the Knight of Pentacles is normally about slowly building up something, or slowly moving towards something to build something up. But I feel like this person here is almost facing two foes, isn't it? This young man playing basketball, I think, is almost having to face their 2 opponents, really. So maybe this person felt under threat when they last saw you, or they felt like they had to defend themselves in some way, because this person looks like, he looks quite determined, but he looks quite, he looks like he's ready for the challenge, doesn't he, these 2 opponents. So I feel like this person might have felt threatened, might have felt challenged by the situation, something like that, and they wanted to have more control with the Emperor. They wanted to be in better control, but maybe they weren't. With the emotions are running too high, maybe they let their emotions take over, because the Emperor never lets their emotions take over. They're very cool and calculated, and very planned and organised. So maybe this person, with all the other cards here, wanted to have maybe more self-control when you last saw them, or they wanted to be more in control, but maybe they weren't. But clearly the overarching energy was the Chariot, which is that I think they wanted at that point to move away. They needed to move away from the situation. It did make them feel torn, but maybe they needed to walk away because they felt they needed more loyalty here with the dogs, or they felt they should have had more loyalty, or maybe they should have, maybe they should have given you more loyalty. Maybe there was something like that, because dogs can represent loyalty. But it was something that they were torn over, but they felt they had to do. Something like that. They felt that the situation had to come into separation the last time they saw you, that they had to regain their balance with the Knight of Pentacles here, regain their sense of equilibrium, maybe stand up for themselves, something like that. There's a lot of facial expressions here, this one and this one, of feeling a little bit cross. So they might have been feeling quite cross, a bit bewildered, unhappy, wanting to feel confident, but maybe not feeling confident, something like that. In terms of astrological signs, I mean, the Knight of Pentacles, that is usually could be any of the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. The Emperor is always Aries. Six of Swords, that is Aquarius energy. Two of Swords is Libran energy, and the Chariot is Cancer energy. So maybe somebody, the last time you saw them, maybe when you saw them, somebody did actually literally did actually walk out of the situation with the six, because you've got two cards here of people walking away, literally at that point, walking away from a situation. Maybe there are children in this situation as well, because I can see this little girl here, and I can see this little girl here, and another little girl here. So it makes me feel that maybe this is somebody that you're talking about, that you were in a situation with where you had children. Maybe there were some discussions about the children, about who was going to have access to the children, who was going to take care of the children, something like that. For some of you, I know that's very specific, but maybe something like that was going on. Maybe it was literally over, who was going to have the pets, who was going to, who was going to take. So there might have been a lot of practical stuff as well the last time you saw them, about who was going to do what, what the responsibilities were going to be, how you were going to divide everything up, something like that. Let's see what else we've got. So let's have one of these Ask the Angel cards. So let's see, but I think, I believe it's sat heavy on them. I feel quite heavy as I'm doing this reading. I believe it's sat heavy on them. It was a difficult time for them the last time they saw you. They were probably in a lot of pain, probably in, had some mixed emotions, felt torn. It wasn't easy, but they needed that. I feel like with the Chariot being the overarching energy of needing to move away quickly, and the Six of Swords, I felt like they felt they needed to have space to heal, to replenish. So how did part number 3's person feel the last time they saw part number 3? Sacrifice. True love is selfless. Maybe they felt this was a sacrifice that they had to make, or there were sacrifices that they had to make, maybe for their own health, or for the health of you, or for the situation, or something like that. I'm being called to do another one. Ask the angels for help. Maybe this is a very tough time for you and for them, and this is about, Spirit saying, look, we're always here to guide, to support, in whatever situation you're in. Just ask for our support, our help in this situation. So both of you might have been a very difficult, period, and the repercussions of it might be very difficult. And you might just need to reach out for a little bit of support, really, from your own spiritual team in some way. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. How did pile number 3's person feel the last time they saw pile number 3, please? How did pile number 3's person feel the last time they saw pile number 3? How did they feel? Two of Pentacles, right after the Two of Swords. So again, they were... I feel like there was a lot of them feeling like they had to leave the situation, but it didn't. There was always doubts as well. There was these doubts as well, the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, of weighing things up, thinking, have I done the right thing? Is this the right course of action? Should we have done this? it wasn't easy really, because we've got the Two of Pentacles here as well as the Two of Swords. Somebody who's weighing things up, somebody who is sort of wondering, should I have gone this way, should I have gone that way? It's that kind of feel to it. So they weren't certain, but they were equally felt that they needed to have some space in some way. How did pile number two's person feel the last time they saw pile number two, please? The Empress. The Eight of Swords. So you've got the Emperor under the Empress. That's interesting, isn't it? How did they feel the last time they saw you? So they definitely felt that maybe you had had a strong bond with them, that this had been a strong relationship. The Magician and the Nine of Cups. Right. Okay, so the last time they saw you, they were in two minds, like I said. They were torn, yeah, but they know that it needed to happen. Maybe they were defensive because you were leaving them. Because this shows a woman leaving behind a situation, and this shows a man with a little girl. Maybe the last time you saw them, you were leaving them, and they were torn over that. They weren't happy about that, something like that. Because the Emperor and the Empress is our divine counterparts. They see you, they saw you as their person. You might have been married. This might be something you might be asking about a marriage, that how you felt the last time you saw your husband or your wife or your partner, whether it's a husband or a wife or a partner, how they felt about you was that you were their partner, you were their sort of soulmate, if you like, but they were torn and they were stuck. So maybe they felt that the situation was stuck in some way, because the Eight of Swords comes right under the Six of Swords. So maybe somebody left the situation because they felt stuck in it. They felt unhappy in it. They felt like they weren't going anywhere in it. They couldn't see a way out of whatever the situation was. But it weighed heavy on them. Now the Magician card is about manifesting, and because you've got the Nine of Cups, I feel like this person, that might be, because I was a bit puzzled as to why you had the Supermoon, because the Supermoon, as well as emotions running high, it can be a very positive card. It can usually mean results, positive results, and I feel like this person actually was also thinking that there might still be hope for this situation. That although I need to replenish, I need to retreat, I need to get out of this situation, I'm in two minds about it. There's a lot of things about it that make me feel stuck, that make us feel unhappy. We needed this break, we need to have this separation, but I still have hope that I can manifest it again, that I can bring it back into being, that I can, with the Magician card, that we've still got all the resources, we've still got everything we need maybe to revive this situation, because you have the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment, and I believe this person still wishes to have this situation back, that maybe they just needed to breathe, they needed to separate from you, they needed to get away from you, but at that point they were thinking this is still a wish fulfillment for me, this relationship. It still fills up my cup, I still feel satisfied about it, or from it, but I just need some space. I need to retreat and have a bit of space, and I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do, but at this time that's what we need. But you still remain a wish fulfillment for this person, somebody where you are, could be a wish coming true, and that's why you've got the Supermoon, because that is essentially a positive card. So out of this dead situation, this situation which was coming to an end, as I said, 10s always cancel down to 1s, they were still thinking at the time that they last saw you that we can revive this, we can overcome this, we can get through this, and we can begin again, because essentially we are divine counterparts, we belong together. That was what they were thinking, but at this point in time we need to separate, we need to have space, there needs to be space between us. We need to have time to replenish, to retreat, to rest and be held and maybe heal in some way. But my wish is still for us to be together. That is what this person was thinking the last time they saw you. So let's see what else we've got now. In terms of astrological signs, the Empress is obviously Taurian energy. Two of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. Eight of Swords is Gemini, and the Magician, okay, no, I don't have any for the Magician, but yeah. So certainly I feel like, funnily enough, the Magician is the card number 1, which is, you know, your first card was the, you know, the Ten of Swords here. That was your card that you came into the reading on, which was the end of a tough cycle, or the end of something. And it ends on the 1, the Magician, which is manifesting something else, manifesting something new. And I feel like this person, out of this tornness, this feeling torn, this feeling unsure, unhappy, you know, that they want to recreate or they want to manifest something with you, because you still remain this wish fulfillment for them. But let's see what else we've got. How does pile number 3's person feel? How did pile number 3's person feel the last time they saw pile number 3? Expectations. Have realistic expectations. I can't remember which. Both sacrifice and expectations and ask. All those came out in, I can't remember if it was pile number 1 or pile number 2. If you do feel drawn to any of the other piles, then take a look. How does pile number 3's person, or how did pile number 3's person feel the last time they saw pile number 3? I feel like those two want to come out. Let's see what they are. Separation. Separation is not the end. It's exactly what I was saying. I don't think this person believes it's separation. I think they felt that they had to have a separation with you, but it's not the end. It doesn't feel like the end for them. And then honesty. Relationships need trust. Maybe there was something about trust, and that's why you came into separation. There was something around trust, and maybe that you need to separate in order to gain. Where was those? That, you know, in order to gain more loyalty. Maybe there wasn't enough loyalty with the dogs here. So to build up trust and loyalty for each other. Something like that. Anyway, let's see what else we've got. A couple of these, and I think we'll leave it. So, how did pile number 3's person feel the last time they saw pile number 3? Pause. Exactly. I think they were thinking this is a pause. It's not a complete end. It's a necessary pause. A painful one, but we need to transform. It's a pause in order for us to transform with all the butterflies here. How did pile number 3's person feel the last time they saw pile number 3, please? You did it. Maybe it's now, you know, that you've maybe now they're thinking, well, you know, we've healed, we've got through this difficult time, and I would like to come back together again with pile number 3, if that's what you want, pile number 3. But anyway, that has been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.